Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with the La Dolce Vita Collection designed by Josie. Look at all these fabulous cards. This was also the collection in the recent Weekender workshop. There's an extra die and a new Better Press set that was not part of the Weekender. Plus, some of these dies have a very low price point as well. Love that. But before I get started, crafters, Kit Club is out and I'll link my video here. Kit Club is open until the 27th of this month for new subscriptions. This month's Kit Club is the Nautical Kit Club. Fabulous. Definitely worth taking a look at. You might want to get the Deluxe Caboodle Club with this one. Really, really well thought out, comprehensive Kit Club. Another one designed by Josie as well. And also, crafters, towards the end of the video, I'm going to be going over some new tools and 4 new packs of treasured cardstock. Yay! Pretty colors. I'm going to give you a up-close view of the paper so you can see all the beautiful new treasured cardstock. Alrighty, crafters, let's get into this video with La Dolce Vita. Let's get started. This is the entirety of the La Dolce Vita collection. 9 items. Out of the 9 items, there are 7 dies, a Better Press set, which is a Better Press sentiment, and then a 3D embossing folder, this beautiful embossing folder. A lot of the examples I'm going to show you is from the Weekender, but there are some additional cards that I made, and I'll go into those. I'll go over the Weekender ones really quick because I did already cover that as a card share in the new Kit Club video. There were also some exclusive items to the Weekender. This stamp and coordinating die set, which is called Escape the Ordinary, will not be sold. This is exclusive to the Weekender workshop. That's not there, but you do have that Better Press sentiment set, same font too. Villa Tiles, which is a series of stencils. This is also not available for sale, nor is the Vellum collection. There is a set of rub-ons too. Those are not available either, okay? I wanted you to know that if you saw them in examples, those were folks that attended the Weekender or instructors from the Weekender. Still fabulous, still amazing. Now here's the interesting thing, crafters. With the 7 dies, 5 of them have a low price point. These 2 will have a higher price point, especially this one because it's a very big die set. I believe it's 30 dies. Yay! All right, now let's go into these dies here real quick. There is the La Dolce Vita banners, and you get 3 sentiments. La Dolce Vita, hello sunshine, and you'd love this. So super cute. This little wavy banner measures 2 3/4 of an inch wide, okay? And then here is the winner right here. I love the Citrus Spritz. So not only is it cute, it has a low price point too. Citrus Spritz is a little lemon with some flowers, a berry, and leaf. Love. This lemon measures 1 3/4 of an inch tall by 1 1/4 inch wide. Definitely a winner. If you have the Lemon Zest die set, which has now been discontinued, you can have a whole series of lemons going on, like on a scrapbook layout, on different cards, because that's a bigger lemon than this one. And you can mix, match, and play with the leaves and the flowers between the 2. Love that as well. This one is super fun. This was not part of the Weekender, but this is a little fun die set. She's just on the beach enjoying the sun with the Amalfi Breeze. So this is the Amalfi Breeze die. She measures 4 inches tall by 1 3/4 of an inch. Here is her hair. You just place it right there. This you cut out as skin tone. This leg, the reason why it's not attached is because it crosses over, okay? And you'll see it in my example. Little bathing suit, her little drink. This is for you to make a towel. So this is at the fringe on the end of the towel, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. 2 1/2 inch tall, okay? Isn't that nice? So nice. Amalfi Breeze. Low price point. Love that. Coming into another low price point, but a favorite from the Weekender. Ciao Spaghetti. Look at the face, the lip. You can use this lip alone too on a whole bunch of things as well, or just that half a face. Someone did an example, and it was by somebody who attended the Weekender, where she turned this into Wicked. She made like a witch hat, green background with the black, and said Wicked. Oh, it was adorable. Adorable. So the face measures 2 1/2 inch wide by about 1 1/2 inch tall. So perfect for all your A2 cards. Here is the spaghetti. Here's the spaghetti. The best way to work this would be with an adhesive sheet. But if you're going to use glue, I would suggest little dots. And maybe just a little wipe too before you glue it down, just so you don't have excess glue. You get the word ciao, and then there's the lips. You get it closed and open. So you can layer up the lip and do like a 3-dimension. Deckside Dreams. This is the cruise ship die set. Love, 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 love. I'll give you this when it's completed because this tucks into here, okay? But really, really sweet. Definitely perfect on an A2 card. 8 dies, but a fabulous fun set. This collection really does take you on a journey, whether you're going on vacation, and it could be anywhere around the world. If you love your cruising and you love to make cards for folks that you cruise with, or you're going to send postcards, maybe you want to make a card and send it like a postcard from your cruise, that'd be fun too. But really, really fun, travel-inspired collection, even though it's La Dolce Vita. Then there is Under the Sun. Love this one too. The sun ray is 3.5 inch. Then you get the face, and these are the bits to decorate the face. Everything is right here to show you how to put it together, okay? Super, super fun. Here is the big one, but she is just giving so much because you can make a whole self-contained card with this. You don't need any foundation dyes. You don't need anything else except the card base. It tells a whole story. Love, 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 love. Beyond the Door. So Beyond the Door has this door, or you could turn it into like a tall window, whichever way you want to do it. You could also layer it up, and you get the option of this arch detail in bougainvillea, orange, or lemon. And then these 2 pots, a large one and a small one, so 2 planters, and then the little floral detail. Then you get this cobblestone if you want to continue your story coming out, like the person is stepping down and walking forward, you know. Big, beautiful, comprehensive set. The largest arch, 4.5 inch. So on a vertical A2 card, which is 5.5 inch tall, you still get distance. The stairs you can choose to use or not. You could also shorten it too. You could crop it down if you want to turn it into a window and then have your plants and stuff. This scale also works very well with the flower cart die set. Here is the flower cart die, and this is from the Simple Stories Vintage Flower Shop collection. I'll link my video here. You see the scaling? So there is bits that you could mix, match, and play between these two, I think. Here is my example. So you see how you could add more if you wanted to make your card wider. Let's say you wanted to bring this out to a 5x7. Have that window, the 2 planters. Then you could also change what's in these planters with these flowers. Thumbs up. If you want to use both of them on like your scrapbook layouts and such, or in your mini album, you could definitely tell the same style of story with flowers, outdoor, garden with these 2 sets. So Beyond the Door and the flower cart die, I think, are both excellent together. So if you have the flower cart, you might want to consider the Beyond the Door because this was just such an out the gate winner with everyone. Here is the foliage, the flowers, more flowers, the planter, all the bits are in here. Such a fabulous die set. So this one will have a higher price point. If your budget is tight, you can get some of these lower ones and then put this one in your wish list and eventually get it. She's not going to go on sale anytime soon though, I can tell you that, because it was that much of a winner. La Dolce Vita Sentiments Press Plate and Die. This one has a series of sentiments. So instead of the stamp version, these sentiments though are different than what's on the stamp. There's the same thank you, happy birthday is done different than here. Same font, but these smaller sentiments. More of it here. Here I pressed it out on cotton card with black Better Press ink. And I also glimmered it on the scrapbook.com mixed media paper with matte gold hot foil roll. So these are what the sentiments say, okay? Such a great set too for summer. Every summer you can pull this out and make lots of elegant cards. That's the beauty of La Dolce Vita. And lastly, the 3D embossing folder. This is another winner as well. Lemon Fresco. The folder is 5.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch tall. You would use the universal plate system for this. Look at the detail. So super duper pretty. You'll see them in my examples. This entire collection is a labor of love designed by Josie. So 2 thumbs up and a yay, Josie. It was used in the Weekender workshop. A lot of it is available for you to purchase, okay? If you didn't attend the Weekender, or if you want to get doubles, or maybe you want to gift it to someone too. Now let's look at my examples. I'm going to go through my new examples and then I'll go into what I've done before and what was done in the Weekender, okay? First up, crafters, Beyond the Door. So here is my A2 card, and it is a top folding A2 card. As you can see, I kept it kind of close to what you see here. Here is the foliage part, the bougainvillea creeping all the way around. You could do the whole thing too. You can continue this whole story if you want. You could do straight, and then the curve here and have it go all the way around. Why not? Have fun with it. The two planters, and then I have this arch detail, which is your sky, this smallest arch. Then here's the largest arch in Cosmic Sky, and I believe this is Breeze for this color. Isn't this fun? Here is the sentiment, though, stamped out from the Stamp and Die set. If you get anything from this set, then you could use one of these sentiments here. You could do the thank you. You could do enjoy today to the fullest, but let's make this year unforgettable is not in here, okay? But so super duper pretty. Here are the stairs, and you see how the whole thing, even though it's a whole scene and it's a beautiful serene scene, still fits with space on an A2 card. This could be anywhere. I was thinking more like a tropical thing, like the Bahamas, Jamaica, that type of thing, because we do have this type of style out there as well. So it could be all the way in Greece, Italy, and then here in Florida, and then going to the Caribbean and Mexico too. Mexico has a lot of things like this. So super duper worldwide. This is a worldwide die set. Let me say that. So fun. And look how everything just comes together. Love, love, love. Very easy to put together. I'm going to change it up because I'm talking about this set and it's a self-contained set. This is the one that I made for the Weekender. So you see the difference? Here now I have the bougainvillea climbing the walls, and I did a lemon on the arch. Just like you see here, you could do lemon, orange, bougainvillea. Two large planters instead of the small and the large. And then I did some ink blending in here, brought the cloud down here instead of the cloud up here. Use a lantern, did not use a lantern. You see how you can mix, match, play. Same story, different look. And then here, the steps are coming down here, but it's still an A2 card, which turned into an easel card. And there I have the sentiment, happy birthday. You could also use the happy birthday from here across here. Isn't that fun? And I did continue the cobblestone because you're walking like so. Love, love, love. This card was by Jennifer McGuire, taught in the workshop. This is using colored cardstock in the back, and instead of it being bougainvillea, she did it as foliage and then used the little flowers here. So it's this little flower that she put in here. She kind of clipped it and had fun. Mix, match, and play. And you see this little bird? She took the orange and die cut the little piece. It was so funny. I was like, oh, you go, girl. And then we stamped the sentiment across here and did this Z-fold card. So the scene continues in here. Isn't that fun? Oh, tell you, this alone was just like, yeah, I need to recreate this. And the best part is the Weekender access is still open for a while, like maybe a year or two. So I can go back in and practice this again because it was interesting how this actually lined up with this. I didn't think it was going to line up, but it did. Isn't that fun? 3 different stories so far from the same die set. Let's go into the 4th story. This one was taught by Channon. Look at the yellow wall, the bougainvillea. She did a fuller bougainvillea. I did my bougainvillea kind of curving. You see the differences? Slight, but still different and same and not. You don't have to put all the bits. With Jennifer's own, she did the cloud twice and a little bit of water. Here was the wall, water, sky. So you could have so much fun with this. Think of this like going up and then walking out on the veranda and looking like a balcony. Yes, it could be a balcony too. All 4 gorgeous. Okay, so super duper pretty, fabulous die set. And then you can change it up by adding in even more florals if you want to bring in that flower card. Love. Up next, crafters, here is my citrus spritz card. Look at this beautiful lemon. Love, love, love. Scream summer. I toned down the brightness of summer using partly cloudy cardstock. This is essential cardstock. And then coming in with some blues here. I believe this is Breeze and Cascade color wheel cardstock just to tone it down. And in the background, you're seeing the exclusive vellum pack. This was called the Weekender Vellum Collection. And there was 2 other scenes in here. I'm not going to go into detail because it's not available for purchase. But I wanted to show you where it came from, okay? So super pretty here. I think it works. What made me bring out the partly cloudy was the blue little detail right here with the lemons, that background from that vellum. Then here is the citrus spritz. So I have 2 lemons, the little flower here, and that other flower, and the bud. Now these additional flowers, those are mine. That's from the garden wreath add-on. These 2 right here, which you know I love, and I did cup them. I thought it went very well with this. It did fill up the space. For the foundation die you see here, I'm coming into Essential Modern Ovals, one of the smaller ovals here, okay? To then build my 2 little lemons on. For the sentiment, thank you. That's with the La Dolce Vita Sentiments press plate and die. This is glimmered out again on black mixed media paper from scrapbook.com and matte silver hot foil roll. I think it is gorgeous. I did finish it off with some gems from Alta New. I just wanted to bring in that little touch of the dark, kind of a gray colorway because of how the partly cloudy is a blue-gray paper. I think it's a elegant version. This was a by far winner. The Weekender instructors, they loved it too. This is a new card I made, just a different take on it, a more elegant take, I think. Here are 2 that I made that I was going to use in the Weekender, but there was other citrus cards. So here is the lemon, brighter, more ink blended. You see the difference? And this is with beeswax color wheel cardstock. The background, that's the lemon fresco 3D embossing folder. I did that reverse embossing technique where you emboss on the back and then you color it and then you drag the ink pad over it. So love. Now with the Weekender, we were only limited to what was in the kit. So if you're looking at this and going, but Suzanne, you have a foundation die. No, I don't. I couldn't bring in a foundation die. Everybody is working from the kit and not everybody would have every single foundation die Spellbinders has, except me. Well, not every single, but a lot of them. Old ones too. For this foundation die, I came into right here. That's what I did and cropped it down, okay? So in the class, that's what I would have shown, that I used it from beyond the door and just cropped it to then build my lemons on. Yay. You can find foundation dyes anywhere. And then I built up my lemons. I still had the sprig, the little flower. Here is the sentiments, but these 2 sentiments are from the stamp set. I could have also used a better press set for this as well, but I think these 2 cards are such fun. They're so gorgeous. Of course, if I could have brought in a foundation die for these 2, it would have been using Precision Layering A2 sets A and B. 16 dies in each. Largest die is 4 1/4, 5 1/2 inch and crafters. For some reason, all of a sudden, this old die set is sold out everywhere. I don't know if it's retired. I hope not, because this is my go-to girlfriend. It also did cut and straighten out the vellum layer and this back layer. So you see the difference here in the corners when I use a trimmer and when I use this die set. There is a difference with it. It has a cleaner finish when you use a die. Not everybody has this, so I couldn't just bring it in and go, hey, everybody, pull out your precision layering during the Weekender. I know. So love, though. And when you go between the 2, you're going to get very tight increments, but you can go wider like here. So super pretty. Why do they look different? This was made first with a more rough ink blending. This was made second, and then I did a tighter ink blending. That's why this background looks cleaner than this. But I love both. I think both work. And the lemon just tells a whole story in and of itself. Great summer card, right? Love! These 2 were made by Kathy Zilski. Again, using the 3D embossing folder, the beautiful lemons, and then she changed up the colorway by bringing in pink, which I think is just so pretty and perfect. And she also used the La Dolce Vita banner, Hello Sunshine, on both of her examples. Isn't that fabulous? This one was with the yellow Hero Arts ink. This is with the same beeswax yellow cardstock. It's the same here. It's just this has a little bit of ink blending. This doesn't, and it does look different with the colors. But this is the lowest price point in this collection. Look how pretty it is, and look how it works so well with the lemon. Here is JC Gaspar's example using just the embossing folder, the flowers from Citrus Spritz, and then the stamp set here. And then he did the banner by itself without the sentiment inside, just to have a little color difference. This was a fun technique too, just inking and embossing over and over. I think I ran this thing like maybe 5 times before I got it this deep blue. That was a fun learning experience as well. Finished off with some gems too. Up next, crafters, Amalfi Breeze die. Look at this. That's me hanging out somewhere. It could have been in the keys too, come to think about it. I don't know why I was thinking of like that Wicked colorway with the green and the pink. So here she is all nice and relaxed. She might be a little bit taller too, because look at that foot crossing. 4 3/4 of an inch tall, okay? This is a A6 card, but if you angle it, it will fit on an A2. My towel is a little bit longer, but if you wanted to shorten it, my towel right now is at 5.5. I did pop it up on an A6, which is 4.5 by 6 1/4 inch. And then here is the sentiments from La Dolce Vita. Ciao Bella, sending sunshine just for you. I decided to decorate my towel. You will see examples on the product page with stripes. I wanted it to be floral, and then I did finish it off with some gems in the center. Coming in with 2 die sets. For this flower, I'm back with my garden wreath add-on. This little bitty right here. For this flower and the centers, the same center I used everywhere, I came into one of my by far favorites. The collection started to go on sale, not the floral die set. But this is one that if you bought it at full price, you wouldn't be mad at. This is a over-the-top winner, Vivid Blooms. So all I used was this. I cut this out twice in yellow, and then this I cut out 2 or 3 times to then fill it in, and then I did stick gems on it. I think it's fun as a towel. So that's the Amalfi Breeze card, an A6 card. So fun. She's just so pretty. I love this Ciao Spaghetti. I think it's just a fun, modern card. This is great for your teens, 20s, somebody in that age group, or anybody young at heart. If you have a glam friend, this is a fabulous set. You could take out the word ciao. You could have this come down and then use a sentiment die, happy birthday. She has a very glam look. I love this. This was my bonus card for the weekender. Very easy to come together. For the flowers, I came into the citrus spritz, these 2 right here, and that little center. This would be a fun die set to get like multiples of, because then you could run it quicker. 2 more citrus spritz cards. These were by Yana. This one she made like a grid style with the little lemon from Beyond the Door. And then here I did use glossy accent, and then look at the word ciao, and then we stamped the sentiment in here. This one I also stamped the sentiment. Could you have put in one of these? Oh yes, you could. It's the same type of sizing. It would fit right in here. So the space between where the ciao starts and come down with that little loopy piece right here can fit this set as well. You could also bring in the Italian Everyday Sentiments. This has a larger sizing, so you could also use this on the inside of the card. This is the English translation. These are the words, okay? And definitely the Italian Sentiments press plate and die if you want to go this smaller sizing. This is great. It will have a wavy banner, but you're going to get all these sentiments. Look at that. 10 sentiments with this one, 5 sentiments with the die set. So you could do ciao, I love you, or a gift for you, happy birthday, many thanks, thinking of you. That's from the International Sentiments collection. I'll link my video here. There are 4 languages in the International Sentiments: French, Italian, Spanish, and German, okay? Look at the drama here created by Yana on Cosmic Sky cardstock. Beautiful blue cardstock. Love, 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 love. Yana did a fantastic job with this, as she always does. And then look how she even put the gems in such a fun way too. Up next, crafters, Deck Side Dreams. This is my example from the Weekender workshop. Here I'm using a lot of the corals and orange cardstock in the color wheel cardstock. So love. I'll link the color wheel cardstock video here where you can see all 48 colors, full-size sheets in sunlight to really get a feel for the cardstock. Look at this. So fun. The wave, the straight water line, and then bringing the ship together. Let me give you a measurement of just the ship itself, coming down to about 3.5 inch. And the width is roughly 2 3/4 with that smokestack. Then you're coming into like 5 1/4, but I have this piece tucked underneath that little layer here. Here's the same thing from Kim's example. Look at it in white. So super pretty. Both of them A2 cards, so you will have enough room to fit a sentiment, La Dolce Vita banner. Isn't that fun? I love the Deck Side Dream. I think this is a great little cruise ship set. Love, love, love. Very easy to put together. Have fun with this. And lastly, from Jennifer McGuire. So love this because she made it interactive. I think this is fun. I love this. Look at the under the sun die. So she just used this and then the face. She taught us how to pop it up and make it interactive using paper. And then look at the background. So super pretty. This is the same Cosmic Sky cardstock sprayed with that Hero Art metallic blue spray. Spellbinders does sell it. It was on sale. I think the sale is over now. You might want to put that one in your wish list, this spray. So fun. When you get that bottle though, if you do get it, it's going to feel like there's nothing in it, like an empty bottle. You have to screw it off, fill it up with water, then shake it up, spray it. Every time that you spray it, then you clean off the nozzle. Super, super fun. Like if you love your Tim Holtz spritz, this one I think is a real winner, especially paired with the Cosmic Sky cardstock. And with this coloring as well, for your masculine cards, I think this would be fun. If you did get any dies from the Classic Road Legend, I'll link my video here where it's the cars. I think that would be a great background as well. That spritz spray, fun, Hero Arts. Here is the La Dolce Vita banner sentiment again. Okay, crafters, so in summary, here are my 5 other cards than the other 2 that you saw that I made in the Weekender. I just had so much fun with this. Right now, crafters, I think I have about maybe 15 cards or so. And I can still keep going. This is an amazing collection. Josie knocked it out the park, and I'm glad that you made it a part of the Weekender because you opened the door for so many ideas of how to really maximize this beautiful collection. If you didn't attend a Weekender, like I said, there is 5 dies in here that have a lower price point. Beyond the Door is a splurge, but it's a splurge worth taking. Look how gorgeous it is. And play with it with the Flower Cart die set too, which just started going on sale as well. Thumbs up. There are some new tools released this month as Spellbinders. I have them all here in my little storage bag to keep everything together. Are you seeing some beautiful glitter looking at you? More treasured cardstock. Yay! First up, crafters. 4 new colors of treasured cardstock. As many of you know, treasured cardstock released last year and I adore it. The first 3 colors are gold, silver, and rose gold. These are all full-sized 8.5 by 11 packs, 15 sheets in each pack, 5 styles, 3 sheets each. In each pack, you're going to get glitter metallic, matte metallic, brush metallic, mirror metallic, pearl metallic. So these were the original 3, which Spellbinder still carries. Now they've added to the fun. These 2 are like your neutrals, antique assorted pack, and onyx. And crafters, I do love to keep the little cheat sheet. Let's take a closer look at the antique pack. Here is the glitter metallic. It is like a ivory with a splash of silver and white glitter. You're looking at it in daylight here. You can see all the detail. Very pretty though still. You know, this would actually be pretty for bridal. It does have that bridal color. You know, not the bright white, but that kind of a off-white, but not super off-white. So this would be gorgeous for bridal and all things like that, I think. Then look at this, the matte metallic. It feels soft, but I'm not seeing so much metallic on it, but it does have a feel to it, very soft. It's not the typical matte metallic that you see, but it does have that nice bridal feel again. And then here is the brush metallic, a different shade. So you see the difference in the color, but this has lines in it, but still kind of matte too. And then here is the mirror. Now you can see the shine, but not crazy. Pretty as well. And the pearl. This one has more cream in it, definitely. So super pretty though. Love, 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 love. So that's the antique assorted pack. Up next is the onyx assorted pack. This is giving me Halloween crafting. You know, I love black glitter for Halloween crafting. So super pretty. Can also be used for bridal if you have black in the wedding. This is very pretty and they're non-shedding. You see? Nothing. So super pretty and has a nice textural feel, but not that glitter textural feel. So that's the glitter metallic. Here is the matte metallic. Now, if you bought that Classic Road Legend collection with the cars, this is great for tires, the car body. That matte metallic, winner. I love black foil cardstock, and this matte is fun. This is exciting. I love the brush metallic in the black. It does have little lines in it, but look how gorgeous this is. Very elegant as well. Oh, super duper, duper duper pretty. Oh, I need another pack of this. And then, yes, mirror metallic, another favorite of mine. You can use this for a bunch of things. Like right here, I could just pull this out. I could use this in here and bump up the detail. I love this for my Halloween crafting. And sometimes when I'm cutting out eyes, I'll also use the mirror metallic. And this is not like super shiny like the other mirror I have. This has a more like halfway between matte and mirror. So it is different than your high gloss black foil. And then look at the pearl. The pearl is like a deep charcoal gray black colorway. Super duper pretty as well. Oh, great for invitations and things like that. And these die cut well. So if you wanted to cut sentiments, I love to use this type of thing too with sentiment dies like this. You'd be surprised how you can use it on all your scene building or any die sets like that. Up next, the Ruby Assorted Paper Pack. Look at the glitter. This is very close to the ivory in terms of splatters of silver in here. I can see little flecks of silver. Hopefully you can see it too. So it's not like the true full red, but this would still be pretty on like any kind of, if you have a card that with a dress form and you wanted something glittery, like a glittery dress, like a prom look, this would be pretty for that as well. It's not over the top Christmas glitter red, but it can still work on your Christmas crafting. I would say this has both platinum and silver flecks in it. Beyond Valentine's as well, but for Valentine, hello, hello, and hello again. And for that same car set, if you wanted the car to look like this matte metallic. Oh, I might need another pack of this one too. I did the same thing with the gold, silver, and rose gold. I have multiple packs. Oh, this red here is, oh, this is gorgeous. It's matte, but it's not so matte. This is pretty too. The brush metallic. Now, this one is giving me Valentine or anything like that. Really, really pretty. This is like a deep, standard red foil. Lots of shine, probably blinding you. And then here is the pearl metallic. This is almost going into a brick colorway. So that's fun as well. Yeah, you see how they kind of go together? Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. So that's the Ruby assortment. My faves right now, these two. I haven't used this yet, so maybe it will become a favorite because it's a different shade of red. I normally have standard bright red glitter. That is a different shade, so that may be fun to play with. I love variety in things like this with the cardstock, and that's why I love these packs because they just tell a whole story here and it's all in one place. And lastly, crafters, for the treasured cardstock, here is Aquamarine. Oh, she is pretty. Love, 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 love this turquoisey feel. If you wanted to add something to like Beyond the Door or this whole La Dolce Vita, this would be a great pack to use if you wanted to add just that little touch of something. Really pretty. There is flecks of like dark gray in this one. Okay, so pretty. Look at the matte metallic. Oh, gorgeous. I need a pack of this too. This would be great with the cars and more sets too. I'm only thinking of the car because that's a newer release, but this would be pretty. Wow. Wow, this is gorgeous. It's a blue, but it's like deep turquoisey blue. Oh, look at the brush metallic. Oh, and it does have the lines, but not super crazy. So, wow. And then here's your standard mirror metallic, which is like the foil. Now, this I see all the time. These others I don't see. So that's why I need another pack. And this pearl metallic, pretty, has a splash of gray in it too. This tones this down so you could put these two together on something. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So definitely check out these treasured cardstock. I have a feeling these are going to sell out. So definitely check out these treasured cardstock assorted packs. Remember, it's 15 sheets and you're going to get 3 sheets of each style. And there are 5 styles in each pack. Christmas in July, that will be sold out. This might be sold out. I like to use my turquoise in Christmas, but some people don't. This will go as well. This might be the one that's not moving as fast, but I will be the one buying it because I love having black for everything. This is really, really nice. And Halloween too. Love, 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 love. Alrighty, let me show you 2 more tools and then I am done. There is also the palette knife. So Spellbinders palette knife for mixing all the things, because you know Spellbinders does carry like Simon's Lunar Paste and some of the Hero Arts goodies as well. 8.5 inch tall. So this is a nice size palette knife. You can spread and have your fun. Maybe Spellbinders is going to go more into the mixed media because they came out with a palette knife. Love that. And lastly, there is the handy foam mat. What is this with that notch, Suzanne? I'll tell you. So this handy foam mat, which is a nice thick foam. Oh my goodness, about 1/2 inch thick. Look at that. Black foam is your assistant for die cutting and to be used inside of the large craft stacks. So if you have a die and you want to poke bits out of it, clear bits out of your die or roll it, maybe even freehand stamping, because of how this feels, you could probably put a piece of paper here, bring on your little acrylic block and stamp, because some of these stamp pads feel like this. But you would clean your die pieces and poke out die pieces here. Isn't that fun? And then you would just store it like so in your large craft stacks. And craft stacks are Spellbinders crafting, sorting, and storage trays. There are 2 sizes. This only fits in the large, and there's also a medium tray, okay? So 2 mediums would be like this, and then this is the large. It says you can also use it for paper forming. Something from my stash, which now I can use this. When I took out my flowers, you see how I cupped it? I used a stylus, a ball stylus, and pressed into something like this. So you could do that as well. And if you have some of the Susan Tierney Coburn floral dies, this would be perfect for floral forming as well. But she has her own set, because some of them you use something sharp, so I wouldn't use the sharp part. But for the ball stylus, just to cup, if you go to a crop or you go out of town and you just want to take one, I would definitely think I'm going to get myself a second set then, because of that idea. I would carry this and put this in my little crop bag or craft bag, because when I go out of town, I carry all kinds of things, and I would do this there with a ball stylus. So fun. Okay, crafters, so after showing you these exciting tools, let's finish this video. Everything will be detailed and linked below, crafters. Thanks so much for watching. Until the next video, stay crafty, my friends.